Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great weekend and welcome back to the channel. A channel where I make short videos for my athletes kind of to get them motivated and just to keep them on the right path. Of course, I sometimes feel I can say or do whatever I want. An athlete's path is one that they decide on through their own actions and decisions, But the one thing that has to do with that I thought I would share with you is the idea around binge eating. It kind of came up in my mind where, we have this Black Friday and how you see people react sometimes when that happens. And it almost feels like that's the same mentality when you binge eat, when you overeat, almost that have to grab it now. And let me tell you, I've definitely been a victim of that mindset. I sometimes think athletes, as they start out in this game, it kind of, it's something that always sticks with you. It's almost like a drug addiction to a sugar binge eating session. Every now and again, you might relapse where you buy too much sweets that you can't even eat them all, But I remember in the beginning of your career, you do that. And then later on, you kind of, I would say you kind of phase it out because you see the heavy side effects and it's just not worth it. But the more you drift away from the side effects and you do it again, you're quickly reminded why this is not a good option. You feel terrible, you look terrible. You realize like, you know what, I'd rather stay away. So that's, and I mean, it's so funny because it feels like we've become desensitized against that. It's almost like that type of discipline is like a muscle that you practice. To say no to something or to say no to whatever, I'd use an example. If somebody asked if you want to drink something, I used to drink a lot in the past, and it is nice to have something if you think about relaxing. But then again, the side effects, it's just not worth it. When I know I'm taking an alcohol, it's just not really, the side effects, not worth it. So I'd rather say, no, I'm okay. I'll really have a cool drink or even a milkshake, to be honest. So that's just kind of the thing I thought I would share with you guys. If you don't watch yourself, you'll do these things every time you come from a show or every year and have nasty side effects. And sometimes you get stuck in a rut. You get stuck in that bad place. So just a good reminder to realize that it might be a natural occurrence for you to kind of binge eat because you can. There is the possibility, because when you're on diet, sometimes you felt very restricted. Where now, when you don't have those restrictions, you kind of overindulge. So something to be careful of, something to be aware of. And I always say that sponginess you have with your body, you can utilize those 1 to 3 months after a show. If you came in very, very good condition, then you know what, you can eat as much as you can. It seems like it's very hard to put on a lot of fat if you are in that good shape. It's only after the 3 months where it really bloats, But anyways, that's a message for you guys, something to consider for tonight and the coming December holidays to come. I know all of us, we have big eating plans and sweet plans. Take that into account, that you maybe don't have to overeat. You don't have to eat until you're full. Eat until your plate is empty, and maybe that's enough. You can have a plate later again, So just some ideas. Hope you guys have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.